Alrighty, guys. It's Mr. Rhodes coming at you live. Sorry, I know that was a little cringy. I did that a lot during the pandemic to just try to keep kids with me. You can ask the seniors about that one. But anyway, alright, look. This is me trying to make sure you understand the assignment and what you got to do over the next 3 days. I would hope that this video is playing on the main screen. And if it is, on a side note real quick, Mr. Britt, if this is Wednesday when this is playing, and then Mr. Karen, thank you for showing up to be my subs while I was gone, and I appreciate it. And before we go any further, just typical reminders, let's be respectful to the sub. Let's make sure that we are doing whatever we got to do in class, and then also just make sure you're following the rules. Go ahead and put your phones away now. Those of you in second period that don't like to put your phones up, that's a big pile of tough. Those in third that like to be slick about it, that's also a big pile of tough. Please put your phones up. So let's dive in as we understand what we got to do over the next 3 days, and we'll go from there. All right. So without further ado, I'm just going to check real quick. Yep, it is playing just fine. So without further ado, let's go through this assignment you guys are going to do on the Great Depression over the next 3 days, this digital notebook you're going to be creating. All right, our first slide here. You guys are going to watch this video here. It's a link based on the word video. You're going to click on it. You're going to go to this roughly 4.5 minute video here, and you're going to do the following tasks. Number one, you're just going to literally tell me a bullet point format. What are 3 things Roosevelt promised? And then from there, guys, give me a couple bullet points for these 3 boxes here, and then give me multiple bullet points for these 4 boxes down here. You need to tell me who's upset about the New Deal. What did the New Deal accomplish that was good? What is the difference between the first and the second New Deal, as there's 2 versions of it over the years? You need to tell me what the WPA was and what the CCC was, what was the TVA, what was the FDIC, and what was Social Security. All right, from there, guys, we have portions of Roosevelt's inaugural address that you're going to read, and I've tried to already highlight, bold, underline, italicize things that are going to help you succeed. So let me break that down over the next page. Question 1. What does FDR promise the people in his inaugural address? And explain, include one quote, support your answer. Class, I went back through here and bolded everything that is a promise from President Roosevelt. So I've already helped you out there. Pick a couple of the promises he makes, give an explanation. We'll go from there. Who does FDR blame for the Depression? Explain, include one quote. Class, I went back and underlined everywhere I felt FDR was blaming people. So pick anything that is underlined on the previous slide here, and there you go. FDR's quote, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. What impact would a statement like this have on the American people? So, folks, here's the deal. During the Great Depression, if you think joblessness and the economy is bad right now in 2024, it was awful during the Great Depression. So why would FDR, our president, come out to everyone and say, hey, guys, I realize times are tight right now, and when things are economically bad, people tend to make decisions out of fear. But the reality is, the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. Guys, why would the president tell the people of America that? What would be the benefit of trying to calm people down by saying, hey, I realize you're afraid of these other things, but the only thing you really have to be afraid of is fear itself. Why would the president come out and say that? Give me some thoughts, and we'll go from there. All right. Slide 5, you have this picture here from the Great Depression. I literally just need you to do what the thought bubble say. What is the detail you observe? Give me another detail you observe. Give me another detail you observe. And then the final box down here, what does this mural reveal about the role of government in this time? So we have a worker here in the center looking rather forlorn and upset. We have different aspects of society around. And then we have a gentleman in the front and center of this photo that looks surprisingly like President FDR, who is more or less trying to console this upset and sad worker in the foreground of the picture. So if that doesn't give you a hint about the box there, I don't know what else does. All right. Let's go to slide 6. You guys are going to try to understand 3 different groups and their reactions to the Great Depression. You're going to click on each of the boxes. It's going to give you a link that you're going to click on. When you click on the radical link, it's going to take you to this website here. When you click on the liberal link, it's going to take you to this link here. And then when you click on the conservative link, it's going to take you to this link here. Make sure you give me bullet points that explain all of their ideologies and thought processes in the thought bubbles, and we'll be good to go. All right. So let's keep her going from there. On this slide here, you're literally just going to drag and drop people's thoughts where they go best. So our first one here, I'll give you this one. Overthrow the government, replace with a new one. I've got a feeling that's a radical viewpoint. So you're just going to grab the text box, drag it here, and bada bing, bada boom, we are good to go. Do that with all 6 of these boxes, and we are thriving and going from there. All right. So on this slide here, you're going to understand the different thoughts people had about trying to impact the nation in this time period. Again, we've got radicals here, we've got FDR here, and we've got conservatives here. You're going to click on each of the text boxes here, and they're going to take you to the websites that give you the information about their reactions to the Great Depression. So again, you're just going to go through and give me some bullet points that explain each of their ideas. You need to tell me, what does Mr. Huey Long share our wealth movement? His website, ladies and gentlemen, looks like this. When you have to understand FDR's New Deal, you're going to come to this website here. And guys, trust me when I say this is the main website out of these 3 that you just need to go ahead and leave open, because you're going to use it again on the assignment. And then lastly, Hoover's Reconstruction Finance Corporation Trickle-Down Economics. You've got 2 things you need to explain. Reconstruction Finance Corporation Trickle-Down Economics. You're going to make sure you have to explain both of those. You're going to click on the website here about Hoover and scroll down to try to understand what both of those are and roll from there. Trickle-down theory is right here, ladies and gentlemen. And then the other one we have to understand, Reconstruction Finance Corporation. Let's scroll down a little bit further. Oh, there we go. Is right here. So they're right next to each other. Please make sure you define them well and with excellence, and you'll be good to go. All right. Okay. So over the next 3 slides, you have to define, and you can make this really short and to the point, different aspects of the New Deal using, again, the links that I provided you. And it's literally the New Deal website you've just gone to. You should have already gone here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the deal with this portion is you're just going to go through and you're just going to give me a bullet point explanation about what the, for example, civilian corps is, the agricultural adjustment, the FDIC. You're going to go through and give me a bullet point explanation of each of these, and then you need to give me a picture that you feel like, captures what each portion of the New Deal is. Make sure you accomplish that, and you will be good to go. And you'll do that for these 3 slides here with these 9 New Deal acts. All right. Our second to last slide here, ladies and gentlemen, is you need to define what it means for a program to be relief, recovery, and reform. And ladies and gentlemen, I literally gave that to you on your notes on Tuesday. So you should have that in your notes. Go back to your notes to understand that. And then go through slides 9 through 11 and try to figure out which item best fits into relief, recovery, and reform. And you're going to be thriving. Our last slide here is a cartoon that I want you to understand. Is we've got 4 questions here. The political cartoon here is going to be FDR in the background here, and Congress in the foreground here. So I've already given you a hint for answer number 1. Question 2, what is FDR asking for? Man, I wouldn't be able to tell you what he's asking for here. What is the overall message of the cartoon? So if you haven't picked up on it, this cartoon is criticizing President FDR during this time period, what he's asking for, and what the cartoon's trying to get at. That's yours to figure out. And then from there, who would more than likely agree with this cartoon? Well, I wonder who might think FDR is trying to get more power. I wonder who's to say. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. You have 3 days to get this done. That is a beyond reasonable timeline for accomplishing this. The biggest thing I'm going to say is the following. This slide here, you should be more than capable of getting done rather easily. This slide here is just simply reading. This slide here is looking at a cartoon telling me your thoughts. This is just defining some things. This slide here is dragging and dropping. This slide here is just reading, give me some understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, this slide here is where I'm going to be beyond critical with how you phrase things. If it looks like you copied and pasted stuff from the website here about what the New Deal organizations were, and you did not, in any sense of the word, try to put it in your own vocabulary, in your own terms, then you're going to lose points. That's the main way where I'm telling you now as a warning. You need to make sure you're not just copying and pasting, put it in your own words. All right. So, guys, this is due on Friday. I hope that makes sense. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I will be able to get back to you in a timely manner. But otherwise, if you do have a question, feel free to reach out, and we will go from there. Thank you guys so much, and best of luck to you.